Welcome, everyone. Nice full house today. I'm glad to see everybody on this festival Sunday. Some churches celebrate Easter, some celebrate Ramadan. We celebrate flowers, and today is Flower Sunday. So glad to see you all here today. Whether you are here in person or online, I hope you have some flowers at home. We are glad that you are joining us today. My name is Gail, and I'll be your service associate today. Please take a moment at this time to set your cell phones to silent so that we can be fully present with one another. And just so everyone knows, this service is being live streamed. And if this large room isn't very comfortable for one reason or another, you can go to the Baloo Lounge, which is just off the entrance here near the other building. And you can watch the service from the television in that room, and it may be a little more comfortable. We are a welcoming congregation, so whoever you are, however you identify, wherever you come from, and whoever you love, you are welcome here today. Our Sunday services are different each week so that we can honor and learn from a wide array of traditions and beliefs. As I mentioned, today is our flower ceremony. The flower ceremony is a unique and cherished annual ritual celebrated by Unitarian Universalist congregations. It highlights beauty, uniqueness, diversity, and community. Tim McGahee will be leading the ceremony later in the service, and we are so happy you are with us today to celebrate this communion. For Unitarian Universalists, the flaming chalice is a symbol of the light of learning and the love of our community. As we light our chalice and give our chalice reading, I invite you, if you have not gotten a flower yet, to either come and grab one at this time or raise your hand and Tim can get one for you, because we do want everyone to have a flower. There's no problem if you didn't bring one. The whole point is that everybody is represented here today. So yes, please do raise your hand. Like the First Hint of Green by Jennifer McLaughlin. As the first hint of green begins to peek through the barren ground, as that little sprig grows into a healthy stem, as that stem grows into a stalk and forms a bud, as that bud slowly opens with each new day to form a yellow daffodil. Let us be like that first hint of green, renewed by the warmth of the sun's rays, and ready to emerge with a new energy, ready to face the day. We light this chalice to bring a glimmer of that warmth into our space. And now, please join me in singing hymn number 362, Rise Up, O Flame. And now, as he gets settled, our opening reading will be from Tim.
This is a letter that is written by Mrs. Maya K-Peck, whose husband, Norbert, is the founder of the flower ceremony. And we're not really going to talk too much about it, but I just want to let you know how this all started. Norbert was much like us. He started off Catholic, came to the United States from Czechoslovakia. He became a Baptist, and then he became a Unitarian Universalist. Went back to Czechoslovakia, got ordained, and he was very concerned about the fellowship. And today's ceremony is largely about fellowship. And what was so beautiful is that he was well loved, and that at the end of his life, he was collected by the Nazis for passing on information you heard from the British Broadcasting Service. In his death camp, he did perform the flower ceremony, but they didn't have flowers. All they had were stones and sticks. But the sentiment held through in terms of the fellowship. So Mrs. Capek wrote, Norbert never meant this to be, nor was it ever, and is not to this day, held at Easter. Capek's only motivation was to stress and bring about brotherhood. As a symbol, he used flowers because in the name of a flower or flowers, no wars were waged, as was the case with the cross or the chalice. The flowers are used as symbols of the gifts which each person can make to the church and through the church to other people. Perhaps because of the large variety, each person is able to express his individuality. The exchange of flowers means that I shall walk without reservation with anyone, regardless of his social status or his former religious affiliation, as long as he is ready and willing to go along in search of truth and service to man.
Thank you, Tim. And now, please rise in body or spirit as we sing together Morning Has Broken, which is hymn number 38 in the gray hymnal, and the words will be on the screen. All right, and now we invite the children to bring their flowers forward before they go to their religious exploration. Please come and give a flower and grab a different flower as we sing the children off to RE, singing Go Now in Peace. It's very important that they pick the right flower. Same for you all. It is. It really is. It really is. I want them to get just the right flower. That's great. All right. And now we will have a few moments for meditation, reflection, and prayer. The singing bowl will lead us into silence. And after the silence, you're invited to join in the song Spirit of Life, which is hymn number 123 in the gray hymnal, and the words will be on the screen. Please join me in a responsive reading. This is the Flower Communion by Lynn Ungar, and I will be reading this small print, and you all will be reading along with the bold italicized print. What a gathering! The purple tongues of iris licking out at spikes of lupine, the orange crepe skirts of poppies lifting over buttercup and daisy. Who can be grim in the face of such abundance? There is nothing to compare, no need for beauty to compete. The voluptuous rhododendron and the plain grass are equally filled with themselves, equally declare the miracles of color and form. This is what community looks like, this vibrant jostle, stem by stem, declaring the marvelous joining. This is the face of communion, the incarnation once more, gracefully resurrected from winter. Hold these things together in your sight. purple, crimson, magenta, blue. You will be feasting on this long after the flowers are gone. As mentioned earlier, Unitarian Universalists have a wide array of beliefs, and the speakers at our Sunday services come from many traditions. Tim McGahey is a native Kentucky boy. He completed his BA from WKU and received a PhD in psychology from Iowa State University, after which he taught. Tim then completed an NIH-sponsored fellowship at St. Elizabeth's Hospital in Washington, D.C. Tim retired to the Bowling Green area in 2019, which is the year he joined the UUCBG. He serves on several church committees, and he has served numerous times as a service coordinator and/or service associate with us. Please welcome Tim McGahey.
Thank you. Hello. Let me turn this on, make sure I've got this, now my light's on and I can speak, because I knew I was going to be moving around a lot in this. Let me start this tonight, or today, by just talking a little bit about the flower ceremony so that you will know sort of what's going to happen, because our procedures are a little different than what we usually do. This started, as we could tell from the letter, this really is a celebration of fellowship. When Norbert had done it, brotherhood was used, but fellowship, I think, is a little bit more neutral. And basically what we'll do is I'll speak for just a little bit, then I'm going to call people up for them to bring their flowers up. If by chance you don't have your flower, come and pick one, and we can get and make sure that you have it. And we're going to bring up, I'll ask the attendants to come up, you'll give that to them, they'll be arranged, and we can see what our fellowship looks like. Fellowship, a lot of times when I'm not sure about things, I like to look up what the word means and where it came from. And fellowship came into English about 1200 CE, and it comes from an Old Norse word, which has two parts. One is fee, as in F-E, and the other is lag. And fee, we're all familiar with because it's the root of our word for a money fee. It means money. And the lag refers to putting money down in the sense of putting money down together, which normally means you trust one another if you're going into a business venture together. And so basically the sense of fellow really meant one who puts their money down with another in a joint venture. And it's carried that meaning through it as it's grown in English. About the 14th century, it began to mean the friendliness, spirit of comradeship, and the religious sense of holding communion or uniting in either doctrine or discipline also developed about that time. So in essence, fellowship has always carried the core idea of a shared activity, and it can be a financial partnership, or it can be a friendly companionship, or it can be an academic privilege or spiritual communication. And so today we are going to look and explore our fellowship, and the way of doing that is through the flowers. A community of flowers, most commonly, is a garden. And a garden is not always perfectly symmetrical. It's not every flower on it is perfect. They don't resemble, or they resemble each other in some ways, but they don't have the same petals, or maybe some of them are a little wilted, or they need other help. So too is our human community, which is a dynamic space where diverse opinions and personalities meet. And it's natural sometimes that those differences lead to moments of discord. So fellowship is not a destination. It's not a static state of perfect harmony. It's like saying, oh, when I get married, it's going to be a perfect state of harmony. And I don't think any of us who've ever experienced marriage thinks that is necessarily the sole definition. But because our fellowship is a continuous practice of opening our hearts, offering understanding, and striving to connect even when it's difficult. Each of us brings not only our bloom of our life, but also our unique roots, our histories, our vulnerabilities, our challenges, and sometimes those roots will jostle each other. They get tangled, and they jostle for space. But we share the same soil. We share our foundational principles of respect and of dignity of all of us, our shared humanity, and our commitment to this beloved community. So let us now get ready to bring this up. If I could call the attendants up here, I'd appreciate it. And if you have then the things, let me, before I get in here, give this for just a couple of minutes here, and I'll just lay this down. I have two things that I need to add. Norbert only had stones, and for his blessing and for all the people who founded this fellowship through all those trials, let these stones represent them. Now, for the future. These are seeds. These are our children. These are the people that are coming in that will enrich all of our lives while we hopefully enrich them. So I'm going to add these in here. And now I ask people to gather together and bring their flowers. You can do, and all these are right. So let me take some back here. I see Annie here. Oh, I didn't know you had flowers. Excuse me. I just took those out. Each flower we bring today is a symbol of ourselves, of our uniqueness, and our gifts. As these flowers come together, they create a beauty greater than any one of flower alone, reminding how much brighter our individual lights shine together. Let us open our hearts and our door to all who seek connection and a spiritual home here. closely at this bouquet, not every petal is perfect. Not every stem stands up straight by itself. There may be a leaf wilted on one or a stem that leans on another for support. Yet the overall beauty of this and the strength of the bouquet remain. So too does our fellowship. We bring our whole selves, our strengths, and our challenges, and it's within the honest embrace of our imperfections that true resilient community is built. Our fellowship is bound by shared values and a common purpose to build a more just and compassionate world. This shared mission calls us to look around personal differences and to see the inherent and worth and dignity of every person, even those with whom we disagree. Fellowship is not a destination, but a journey of continuous building, understanding, and, when necessary, mending. It is the commitment to show up, to listen, and to always seek paths toward connection, even when that path is not clear. Ultimately, our friendship is an act of love. Love for ourselves, love for one another, and love for the world we are called to serve. This love is expansive enough to hold our differences and resilient enough to bridge them. When the service is finished, we would ask that everyone come and take a flower. This is a gift from the fellowship to you, to remind you that these connections are deep and long. And so please remember that at the end as we're leaving. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tim, and thank you all for sharing your unique talents, your unique beauty, creativity, thoughts, skills. That's what these flowers represent, and this bundle of diverse flowers that make such a beautiful arrangement. It really showcases why we need not all of one flower. We need an abundance of different flowers. I also think that it definitely shows how much we depend on each other, how we need to bring certain skills forward. In times where it's tough, I know we've gotten some rough news here in the past year, but I know that there was the bombing in Iran yesterday, and I know that that's made a lot of people nervous, and so I'm so glad that we have this community to turn to and be with and hold on to. Thank you for being here today. If you have questions about Unitarian Universalism or about joining this congregation, please speak with a member of our membership team. Their name tags have an open book symbol, and you can also email membership@uucbg.org. On the second Sundays of every month after the service, you can join in a Q&A session with our membership team in the library. This congregation and the work we do is supported by the voluntary generosity of all who contribute. The offering is a sacrament of the free church. You may place your donation in the plate as it comes to you or on your way out, or use the QR codes on the screen, or you can donate via our website or mail checks directly to our office. As we enjoy Forrest's lovely music, the offering will be given and received in grateful appreciation of our shared hopes and values.
Let all the beauty we have known illuminate our hearts and minds. Rejoice in wonder of thy shown, in faith and joy and love that binds. We celebrate its bringing hearts, the loveliness of sky and earth. Rejoice in wonder of the hearts, in faith and joy of every birth. Life's music and its poetry surround and bless us through our days. For this we sing in harmony, together giving thanks and praise.
We thank you for these gifts. May we use them wisely in the service of our congregation and our wider community. Our congregation is an active one, and we do more than meet on Sunday mornings. So here are a few ways that you can get involved, make friends, and make a difference. We now have a vacancy on the board of directors for the upcoming 2-year term, which starts on July 1st. Candidates should register by tomorrow, June 23rd. The special election will be on Thursday through Sunday of this coming week. The Sunday services team needs you. It takes a village to put together a weekly service, so we need readers, leaders, coordinators, musicians, PowerPoint wizards, song leaders, and anyone who can help out. If you are interested in learning how to help in any aspect, let us know by talking to me today or by emailing sundayservices@uucbg.org. Today, after our social hour, we'll be neatening up the fellowship hall. If you can stay, we'd love to have some help moving and organizing. Again, takes many hands, makes light work. This coming Wednesday is Nature's Gift Workshop. It includes creating mandalas, hearing Irish music, and enjoying a potluck circle supper. The sign-up sheet is in the fellowship hall, and so we invite you to join that. And finally, please come help if you can at our church's Preston Miller Park cleanup, which will be next Sunday, June 29th at 9 a.m. As always, you can find more community news by reading the weekly email updates or monthly updates. You can pick up a hard copy of the monthly newsletter from the lobby or read it on the bulletin board. The screen in the lobby also shows our upcoming events, and our website and our Facebook page and Facebook groups are also always available online. And now please rise and body your spirit as we sing together. We celebrate the web of life, which is hymn number 175 in the gray hymnal, and the words will be on the screen. Our final reading is a benediction from Norbert Capek, the creator of the Flower Communion. Infinite Spirit of life, we ask thy blessing on these messengers of fellowship and love. May they remind us, amid diversities of knowledge and of gifts, to be one in desire and affection and devotion to thy holy will. May they also remind us of the value of comradeship, of doing and sharing alike. May we cherish friendship as one of the Spirit's most precious gifts. May we not let awareness of another's talents discourage us or sully our relationship, but may we realize that whatever we can do, great or small, the efforts of all of us are needed to do thy work in this world. We hope you found this service meaningful, and we invite you to share your thoughts about today's service. You can send comments to sundayservices@uucbg.org. And for those who are here in person, there's a blue box in the lobby directly behind that wall there, where you can leave suggestions and comments. You can also use the online form. There is a link to it on our YouTube page in the description, and QR code is posted on the bulletin board and printed in the welcome brochure. Next Sunday, our topic will be a play, The Children's Hour, presented by the Reverend Deanie Oliva Theater Ensemble, is what I'm going to call it. I know there's a lot of volunteers for this, and we're excited to see, so do join us next Sunday for that. We invite you to join us again, either in person or online, but now we will say goodbye to those who are online, and until then, be well and go in peace.